there I was, minding my own business, because that's how you start off every good hunting or fishing story. So we were walking in, and we walked into the spot, and it was already a pre-made spot because we've hunted there before in the past few years, and we already had it set up. So it has leaves sitting right in front of us, as you guys can see in the video here, because we want to be hidden, because turkey have really good eyesight. So we're just sitting there, and so we set up camp, and there's 3 of us, my uncle and a friend of ours. We're just sitting there, and so the friend of ours sets up next to a tree. He sits down, my uncle sits in between us 2, and I'm on a chair. And so I'm sitting there with my shotgun, and the friend of ours has a shotgun too, because he wants to shoot one too. My uncle, he doesn't. He wants to get us on some turkey. So we're sitting there, and we are waiting and waiting, and it's just becoming daylight. We don't hear anything. So we don't hear anything, and we're just going along, and we haven't heard a single gobble, nothing. So then what happens is we start hearing some gobbles to my right, behind us, like to my right, but behind us. So like this direction. And we start hearing some to the left, and it's crazy. Like we start hearing gobbles left and right, but we don't hear them close. They're at a distance. So we don't see any gobblers for a while, it seems like. We're just sitting there waiting. And once we start hearing them, we don't move hardly at all. Like our movements are completely still. Like if we have to move, we're like this. And I have the GoPro on my head, so I'm sitting there just like barely moving and barely touching the GoPro, you know, just to record a little bit, get a little bit of footage of, try to get some of the sounds of the gobblers. And I never really can get some good sounds of the turkeys gobbling. So what happens is we're sitting there, and we've been sitting there a while now, and it's complete daylight because the morning's been, it's been daylight for a long time. And so we're sitting there, and we're just waiting. And out of nowhere, we see a Jake start walking from the left. And I've never shot a turkey before in my life. But this is my second time going turkey hunting in my entire life too. So the Jake starts walking over, and we're just like, oh my gosh, there it is. And my uncle's like, there's one. I'm like, where? And I look over, and he's like, right here. There's a little hole in between the leaves right here that I could see. And I'm like, yeah, there's one. And then he starts walking past to where my shooting area is, as you guys can see in the video. And I'm sitting there like this with my shotgun, and I'm ready, and I'm waiting. And the friend of ours, he moves his leg, and the turkey like looks up like, what was that? And he looks over at him. I'm like, please don't run. And he's right in my sights, but his head is like right there looking at us, so he can't really move. Then he looks back down. He's looking at the decoy, trying to mate with it. And so we're just like, all right, he might mate with it. But I don't know why he wasn't scared of the big gobbler decoy we had, because we had a big one that was bigger than him. It wasn't a Jake, it was a full-size gobbler, so we don't know why. But we're sitting there, and he starts coming over, and he's acting all big and tough because he ain't scared of that gobbler decoy. And so we're sitting there, and then he starts to put his head up again. So I take off my safety, and I raise my gun up. Shoot it if you want to. He's gonna shoot Sam. Hold on, wait till he sticks his hand back up. Let's go. Yeah. Got us some turkey, boys. Get up there. Go over and check it out. Alright. So he's by himself. Look at this thing. He ain't too big, but he's my first one. Let's go. It's pretty cool. That was a good shot. Nice. Boom. Blew him right in the head, boys. Got him. Really hope you guys did enjoy this hunt. A little bit of hunt. I'm going to take the turkey back and skin it. It's going to be awesome. If you guys did enjoy, drop a like. And if you guys are brand new, don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.